sent me like 3 fucking invitations.
Yeah, me too. I think somebody, what I heard, somebody's trying to get in.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. I think somebody, what I heard, somebody's trying to get in. Yeah, I can hear myself in the live.
She does realize that she's fucking on the... Alright, guys.
You ready, buddy? You're going to open her up, and I was going to follow you, alright? But not until they go green.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out when she's unpaused it, but she's not yet.
No, not yet.
I kind of laughed really badly there. I hope that gets cut out sometime. Thunder, you still there?
Yeah, just, I'm going to turn my phone all the way down.
Alright, I lost her connection again.
Me too.
Oh, there he goes.
It's 45 laps. 2 times. The Golden Togs.
Alright, they got Joey in there now, so they're starting it up.
Alright, should we was at 34 seconds.
Yep. As soon as I see her cut into the thing, I'll get in with her.
Gotcha.
And then when I say I'm starting, I say I'll go.
10-4.
Alright, turning my mic off on that. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, I am joining in now.
Alright.
Should just get me right to her thing, so.
Alright, count her down, buddy.
Live stream beginning in 5, 4. Hold on a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on a minute.
You're good.
Alright. Try to get the cards ready here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pedal to the Metal Racing Cup Series Custom League. Tonight, we are here at Watkins Glen International Speedway. As we are live right now, I am your Kenny colleague. I'm your host, Crusader, with my Kenny colleague, the Thunder Funk. Thunder, you were down there with the drivers with qualifying. What did you see down there?
I didn't see a whole lot. Just, and Dylan got the pole. Dial's right behind him. Archon came in here late. I know he did run a 106 on the daily, and he's on the weekly, so he's got a pretty fast car.
A pretty fast car indeed for this track. That is very crucial, but I think one thing we got to realize, though, is that speed on this track is critical as much as conserving your car as much as you can. This track is a tire eater, and a lot of drivers know that. So my biggest question tonight for these guys is, and gals, are they able to hold the track out and be able to run the best times while still maintaining the best control?
Right.
What do you think?
See, we got 3 stages in this race. We got stage 1's 9 laps, stage 2's 10, stage 3's 27, which our fuel window is 16 to 17 laps. Now, it just depends on how hard they run these cars, if they'll be needing a pit or oh, looks like we got trouble coming out.
Oh, we got big trouble back there.
No caution.
Big trouble. 21-14 are down in the turn 1 there. Both have wrecks, but there's no caution.
Nope. Anyways, 45 laps. So really, your pit is going to be in stage 3.
Yellow flag out for these drivers.
Yep.
So let's run down the field here as we have driving the number 19. That is Dylan. He is the number 1 qualifier. He continues his lead and his dominance. He's looking to get his first win on the Cup Series Customs tonight.
Absolutely. See, Dial, he's got 4 wins. He knocked them wins 4 in a row. That's pretty incredible in the Cup Series, especially with the custom presets. No, with the custom setups. Now, Archon's got 2 wins and Atkins has 1. Now, Dylan's really been trying really hard to get that first win this season. He's usually known to get at least 1 win, 2 wins a season. So, a lot of these drivers, really, they're used to getting at least 1 win this season. And we'll just see what happens, because Dylan's got a pretty strong car, but Dial, you really got to watch out for him. He won this last race last time he was here.
As they line back up there, drivers are already off into turn 1. They're going into turn... Whoa! Big trouble down there in turn 1. That is Joey, the number 1 car. He has lost control over in turn 1. Already troubles. And we've got a new leader as the drivers a switch. Dylan falls back into second. The number 12 Dial has taken the lead from him. Grandma following right behind him, Pottles, and the number 4 car. She's also looking for her first win in the Cup Series. She's a heck of a driver, but unfortunately this year she's had some bad luck. Whoa! And she is spun out, and the 11-21 is spun out. Oh no! As they're getting in, now we have a caution. Caution on the track. Some hard driving already from these guys and gals, but unfortunately the track is eating them alive as they are trying to just maintain a position and maintain control.
Still stage 1, tires look good so far. Everybody in the chat, they're still in pretty good mood for now.
Yeah, one thing, folks, you cannot hear is the chat right now. All these drivers are communicating with one another, so we try to keep the cleanest possible racing on this series. This is by far, in many ways, one of the best racing series you will ever see for clean racers and hard drivers. They don't hold anything back. But at the same time, if bumping is racing, then rubbing is racing. There is no giving out on this track, and there is no giving out in this series. As we line back up now, we're getting up to the straightaway. Dylan looking to overtake Dial and get back that first spot. Can he do it? As the green flag flies back, both drivers are side by side still as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, big braking zone right here. A lot of trouble through here.
Big braking zone. Oh, and Dylan has spun out!
Oh, no.
And Dial takes a huge lead over him with Grandma falling right behind him. The number 2, that is JKR Motors. He's looking to get ahead. Oh, Joey, and again! He is spun out in turn 2 and 3. Whoa, and Dylan and Joey getting into it over there in turn 3. Dylan is upside down, and number 1 now. Whoa. And now number 1 now trying to get back in. We're still under green as they go past turn 5 there. All drivers maneuvering and jockeying for position. This is anybody's race still as Dial leads the pack.
Here they come through the chute. We'll really hit 6 and 7 right here. Coming up to the last lap of the stage.
On the last lap of the stage, and it looks like Dial is going to indeed take that last lap of the stage. That's big in my opinion because you really need that win on the first stage to really maintain a good position going into the next start.
Yeah, with such a close points battle. Oh no, who's in trouble?
I believe that is the end of the stage though, so that is okay. So let's run down the rest of the field here. As I said, the number 19, and then you also have Grandma's Boy, and number 43, Dial, and the number 12. Number 4 is ThePottles. Number 2, JKR Motors. Number 42, JD Atkins. 91 and 21, Archon. Number 11
Grandma's
is
Boy. Yeah, and then Dylan and Joey. See, Grandma's Boy won that stage. He's new to the league. Glad to have him. He qualified second fastest. Won that stage, so he might be a car to look out for. Like
an impressive
victory lane.
An impressive start for the
good old times.
The good old times that you and I are not running tonight, but that's okay. We are up in the booth here commentating for these great drivers.
They're
and
lucky
great
we ain't
series.
running, huh?
Man, I don't know about that. I'm kind of glad I'm up here with you, Thunder. This track is a pain in the rear to take on, but you know what? I love watching every minute of these guys go at it. This is quite a lineup.
Oh, we have a little technical issues.
Driver's now finally getting ready to line back up. Here comes the spots here. Dial getting put back as well as Dylan. He's back in the front hedge. He's going to be driving right inside.
Archon right behind him. We know he's got a fast car.
Oh, they come into the stage run.
Yep.
Trouble already in turn one. Dylan retakes the lead. He maintains his position. Grandma following right behind him.
There's a lot of Fords out there.
Hey, Ford's a good brand. You can't go wrong with that. Toyota as well. You know,
yeah, let's get like F-150.
Yeah, I love me F-150s, man. You don't say bad about that.
Oh, God, at 42 stopped dead in its tracks.
We're going on board with Dylan. Did you hear the throttle rhythm? And he gets out of turn 6 and goes into turn 7. He really has to use that brake. That is a tricky turn, to say the least.
Yeah, here he goes. Has to start finish slushy looking the gears. Hard braking one.
Coming down into turn 1. Good turn by Dylan. He maintains position. Safe for Grandma. Pottles outside. Whoa. Going outside there a little bit. Right into Dial. We're going 3 wide with the number 2, 12 and 4. As Joey follows right behind them. We got a battle for 3rd place still. JKR Motors, Dial and Pottles going at it. Archon leading up the back with King Joey and Grandpa. But it is still Dylan who leads the pack in stage 2.
Yeah, we're in a lap 2 of 8 in stage 2. So it's really just everybody testing each other right now to see where everybody's at. But and stage 3 is going to be nuts because everybody's going to have to pit unless yellow comes out. But
right now, I don't expect the yellow to come out with the drivers as where they're at. They may be able to hold a good position and maintain better control now that they finally got the rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was going to say. This is really a rhythm track. Once you get in that rhythm, you just start busting some laps. Everybody gets spread out, and you can really start racing. But
oh, trouble down in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
The 2 and 1 got it out loose.
JKR.
Lost control. JKR and Joey, unfortunately, knocking themselves out. Take a ride along with the rookie Grandma here. I should say Grandma's boy. I apologize.
Right there. Watkins, JKR.
We promise there is no connection between Grandma's boy and Grandpa in this race. Both are hard drivers and both good drivers.
Can't overshoot that out or lose. You'll lose every time.
Absolutely not. As you can see, the number 42 JD getting a little bit out there as well, overshooting it.
You know, it looks like Grandma's boy is kind of catching up to that 19.
The 43 of Grandma's boy looking to finally get his first win of the series. He just came on with the series not too long ago, and he has been a player in each race he's been in. I think he will be a great driver down the road for the future. Well, while we got a moment right now, Thunder, I think it's very crucial that we go through the points lineup right now and what these drivers are aiming for. Because as you can see, Archon is number 1 right now in the point series. He has 117 points over the reigning season champion Dial at 116. 1 point separates these two drivers from victory. And right now, as Dial stays in 3rd place, if he can maintain that condition and Archon stays in the back, we might have ourselves a new leader and a new possible champion, or a repeat champion this season.
Right. King Joey in third with 111, and Dylan with the 109. But Pottles is right there with Dylan with the 104. She is a season 2 champion, so she knows how to get it done. Also, Atkins has 1 win. He's our only other winner. We've only had three people win out of 8 races. So,
out of 8 races, it's hard to believe. So many great drivers, so many hard tracks. But yet, J.D. Atkins did pull off a win this season. But we can't forget about the first season champion, Joey. He is still in this till the end. He's not going to give out. There's only a couple races left. If he can get a top spot here and then a good spot next week, he will definitely be in the hunt to get into the top 4 and possibly win a season championship.
Yeah, we got the 2-car pitting early. Probably have to add Licky to it.
It's amazing to me Joey is not pitting either. He took a pretty good size hit. Call it front end is absolutely bent in.
Oh, look at that 1 car.
That's all right. It's working on Monster Energy.
My God, look at that.
That's all right. If Monster Energy don't give out, it runs harder than anything. But it's still, as we finish up stage 2, Dylan currently leading the entire pack like this. Nothing on this track. Grandma's boy still following behind him. This could be anybody's race till the end. And stage 3, in my opinion, is going to be the biggest tell of this tale.
3 cars letting her know he's there.
I say Dial and number 12 is still looking at possibly giving them a run for their money. He is a fast driver on this track. All right, let's take an onboard look at Dial, see how he's running.
That long gabber loop right there. Just watch him go down this chute.
You hear him just gear shift right in there, setting it up for the turn. Here he comes. Listen to his braking. Gears it down, brings it back in. Beautiful turn through 6 and 7. Got it.
A lot of these turns he's doing, it looks like he's catching the 43, and it looks like the 43 is beating him.
I think the 43 might have maybe just a little bit in the straightaways where I feel as though Dial has a little bit more in the turns. And as I say that, whoa!
Oh no, got a little squirrel.
Oh, got a little loose there, yeah. Might have been a misgear there, might have been a little bit off timing on the turn. It's so easy to do on Watkins Glen. That first turn, as we said before, is a nightmare to control if you're not careful. And I think Dial just showed us right there why it is so hard to maintain good control on this track.
You know, I've seen these lap times.
Whoa! Dial going a little bit far outside there.
Wow, shit, I think he might be some tires.
I believe they're coming near the end of stage 2, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, it's lap 7 of 8, stage 2. We're about to take the green, white, checkered record. Well, not the green, white, checkered. One of them is.
The checkered of stage?
Yeah.
Currently right now watching ThePottles as she goes through turn 7. As I've said before, Pottles is a heck of a driver on this series, and all the series for that matter. But she has had nothing but a stroke of bad luck, it seems like. No matter where she goes, no matter what car she runs, whether it be the Truck, Xfinity, or the Cup Series. Yeah, she's been desperate to get that win.
Hey, everybody's kind of has that season, especially me. I know that more than anybody. I'll do good in one series, and I'll just really suck in all the other ones. I know she's keeping along right now. She's running 5th. You know, I'd be happy with top 5 at Watkins Glen.
I know, Thunder, you and I, we've had our races before. We've come close so many times. It seems like either you're behind me or I'm behind you.
Oh, JKR.
Whoa! JKR, I was watching the Pottles there. JKR has spun out. About took out Pottles with him. As the 42, JD Atkins and the number 11 of King Joey getting past him. JKR looking to try to get back in this if he can. But the time is winding down and points are critical. This is the end of the series. It looks like stage 2 has finally come to an end.
So
as the final drivers come around.
Yeah, stage one two winner, Dylan, but stage one winner's right behind him. So if I was gonna bet on somebody to win this race, it's gonna be one of them two. But you can never count Dial out.
I'm
Or
never gonna put my
Arcon.
money on
I
any
mean,
driver because I'm not a gambling man. I try to keep it cool.
if I
So
was to put money on a driver right now, it'd probably be Dylan. This is his racetrack. He's a Watkins Glen ringer, but
so you feel as though that he needs to get this win more than anything there, Thunder?
yeah, yeah. He has won a dirt race, but he's really wanting to win on asphalt.
Yeah, he and I had a heck of a war on Texas when we were racing the dirt series. I was up there with you and we were leading, and he just came right underneath me and took that position like it was nothing. Managed to hold off the rest while I had a battle with
You
Pottles.
know, I almost won that race. It was my birthday, by God.
it, it was your birthday, and I never got to say a happy birthday. But we'll have to do it later because we're going to stage 3. The green flag is in the air.
Here we go.
Dylan and Grandma's Boy are going to go at it into the turn 1. Here we go. Both drivers holding and maintaining the position. Grandpa down low into the grass.
Everybody stay straight right behind him.
Dial staying right there with them as well. They battle it out into turn 3. You just hear the motors and the horsepower. These guys just absolutely want to win this race, but they have to stay under control and they need to maintain the track. This track, as I said earlier, is a tire eater, but it's a car eater. It will get you if you're not careful.
Watkins JKR went too wide right there in the bus stop. That was close. That was good control
going side by side.
42
JKR
wide.
and
Comes 2. All right, they're back in line. That was.
And our Arcon now making a big move up in the 3rd place. Arcon, where have you been, sir? Wow. All of a sudden he came from back in the pack and he is making a move on Grandma's Boy. Makes it side by side as they go into turn 1. Here we go. Both drivers keeping good, maintaining position. Dial now has to take on Arcon. Remember, Dial is right behind Arcon in the points. Dial needs to get ahead of him this race if he wants to get ahead of Arcon. Arcon now giving a little bump to Grandma's Boy, and they're going to go right by Dial as well. Here we go.
Oh, going into the bus stop and see what happens.
And they maintain position. Grandma's Boy goes way out there.
Oh no!
And now Grandma's Boy unfortunately knocked out of the race.
All there too.
Just like that. Just like that, Thunder.
Damn.
So the one that spun out, yes indeed, he spun out. He's lost a lot of time. The race up, though, in my opinion, is up in the 1st place spot. Dylan knows he's got company. Arcon is looking to win this. He needs this win to maintain the top position and get into the next race in that top position if he wants to win the season championship. This is just too high of a field not to want to be in the top 4. And if you're leading, you know as well as anything, Thunder, that's a big monkey off your back because you now have a little bit of house money to run.
Right. Yeah, especially with Dylan with 109 points versus Arcon's 117.
Oh, Arcon's making a move down low. He goes side by side with Dylan. They're going to go into the bus stop. Dylan giving a little rub to Arcon. Oh, my. Wow. Dylan knew he was right there. He couldn't hold him off, so he had to give him a little bit of a bump.
There, racing.
Big race up here, and for 1st place, it is a 3-way battle. Dial has now got into the position. Dylan still trying to hold up his line. Arcon trying to find an opening. Will he find it in turn 6 and 7?
Yeah, they keep racing like this. They better watch out for that 12 car.
12 car just letting them duke it out, trying to keep maintaining position. He knows if he lets them fight the war, he might win the battle. Here they come, Arcon going down low. He's going to try and get that spot off Dylan into turn 1. Here we go. Dylan maintains position, able to hold him off.
They go real fast part of the track right here.
Right now we're on the sky cam as we watch Dylan right behind with Archon. Archon just trying to get outside. He's going side by side with Dylan here. Dial trying to draft Archon, trying to get the speed going here. Into the bus stop. Archon pushes forward. Archon gets it. He's into the grass.
Oh my
and
goodness.
he takes the lead over Dylan. Dial gets pushed back just a little bit though. We have a new leader up front in Watkins Glen.
Wow.
Incredible racing from all three drivers. You cannot ask for a better race than that, especially in this series, Thunder. This is incredible racing right here.
And then, you know, Archon's just got to hit his marks, which he's one of the most consistent drivers I've ever seen. But Dylan, he's pretty consistent too. But he's fast too, so.
Dylan is a fast driver, hard driver as well. He just really wants to finally get that win in. But if you're gonna beat anybody on any track, you're gonna have to take on Archon because he will not give you an inch.
No, I know that personally.
Oh, I know that personally. The man man took me on, and I was leading the place for a while.
In Texas at the trucks. Oh my goodness, he raced me hard. I was like, dude, come on. He's tough. Oh,
whoa,
God.
Archon going outside. And Dylan now making his move. Here he comes, side by side now. We're going to have a battle for the lead. Dial still trying to look for some speed and control to maintain that first place spot back. He has not been in the lead since stage 1, I believe.
You know, Dial's still back there. He's just hanging out. He'll let these guys do their thing.
Thunder, I gotta ask you, what are you hearing in the chat down there? Is there anything special going on with these drivers?
It's quiet as a mouse.
Quiet as a mouse. These guys are so focused right now. They're not going to give an inch to one another. They're going to drive this track and see who can hold it out. But now we have a lap car. There's JD Atkins. We'll see if that lap car comes into effect for Archon or Dylan or even Dial, because this could be the turning point Dial or Dylan can use to catch Archon and get the spot. You're on board right now with Archon.
Oh, Watkins blew that bus stop. Here comes
Atkins staying down low. Dylan now going a little high, having to try and stay away from Atkins. Dial's probably going to try to do the same thing here in a little bit as they go into turn 6. Now into turn 7.
Oh, the 43's coming out right there.
Whoa! Yeah, we caught a glimpse of that here. Tough break for Grandma's Boy. Tough, a great driver in the start of this race. You can't believe something like that can happen. But the thing is, in racing, you cannot expect anything but the unexpected. It is so easy to mess up just one bit, and it's just all gone.
Yeah, he got a little help from that, but you know, that's just racing. It's going to happen, especially here. It's such a tough track. I'm god awful, dude. Especially coming to this bus stop. I don't see how these guys are just flying through. Every time we go through, I look like a Dukes of Hazzard card. I'm awful here.
Well, you know what? I'm not running. I can't race here either, unfortunately. This is just not my track. I will say this. I love the road courses. Canadian Tire and Road America. Those are two of my favorite
Two's got
tracks.
a penalty, so it's 4
Two has
back
a penalty?
there at the bus stop. Yep.
Oh, ThePottles, unfortunately, tough break for her. She cannot catch a break on this series. But it's for such a great racer. It's hard to see good racers like that just unfortunately catching bad breaks like that in Thunder.
Grandpa, though. He can run some fast times here. I know Weezy doing some practice up tonight. He's close spanking my butt.
Grandpa is no slouch over in any track, for that matters. He can outrace folks, and he has caught up to the leaders before. I don't know if it'll be enough tonight. I don't know how many more laps we have left, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch some in this track. Just too good of a field, in my opinion. But I've been very wrong before.
That Archon said he's driving pretty hard just to stay in front of Dylan.
Dylan looks like he's trying to get around Grandma's Boy right now, and is successful coming out of the bus stop now into turn 5. Joey has pitted. Dial still following behind. He is trying, and I repeat, trying to find a line and find a grip. He wants to get back up in that first place spot. He needs this win in his mind. Dial still trying to get back into her groove as well as she goes around. JK Motors, I think there's one thing I want to say real quick. I think JK Motors and King Joey, the two right now that are racing, these are two hard drivers that frankly don't get enough love on any of the series, in my opinion, because they are just absolutely great drivers and are very consistent.
Yeah, King Joey's real consistent. He always is. And JKR, he's like the Ryan Newman of PTM. He could really be a pain in the butt to pass sometimes, but he knows how to get it done too.
You know what though? That makes for a great race in all honesty. You just need two drivers, even if it's just one driver just trying to get away from the field, but having two drivers battling it out side by side against one another, it really shows what these drivers will do. Oh, we're under caution. Caution. This could be big. This is a huge turn point. Oh, shoot, indeed. This is going to be a big, big moment.
All right, let's see what's... So we got...
Are they able to tell us in the chat who got the
everybody's in the pit? Atkins is the first car a lap down. Then it's Joey and Grandpa, which is 2 laps down. So Atkins will get his lap back. We got Archon, Dylan, Dial, Joey, Grandpa, JKR, Pottles. These are 7 cars on the lead lap.
That is quite the lineup, to say the least. I honestly want to say my money is on Archon to hold out the spot, but Dylan is extremely fast on this track. He might have something for us here.
I'm going to put my money on Dylan. He's really tough on the short run.
You're following right behind Dylan as they go into turn 1. He's going to stay side by side with Archon. He's going to try to get that down low line. And he is successful getting it down low, putting Archon right. Oh!
No! Oh my
Dylan
goodness!
loses it into turn 1. Oh my goodness. That is an absolute huge heartbreak for Dylan. A big one up for Dial as he now tries to catch up to Archon, and a battle for 3rd place with Pottles, JKR, and King Joey. Like I said before, do not ever count those 3 drivers out. They are battling for it. As the pack follows behind JD Atkins, Dylan following behind him. Grandma's boy still trying to get back up into that top spot. He had a great maintain of it early in the stages. Now he just wants to try to get back up there. Grandpa now fighting it off with King Joey as well. Pottles right in front of them. The battle for 3rd and 4th still continues. Remember, folks, there is only a 15-point difference between some of these drivers, and you can bet that every point counts, especially with only 4 spots available to get to the playoffs final round. What was that, Keep Thunder from?
The 1.
1 into the pits?
No, be Rick.
That's a tough break for Joey there. Great racer as well.
He's had a pretty rough race.
Looks like Joey's got a problem. He's got looks like he's broken the right spindle on his right front. The car is turned completely right. Can't get nothing to go. As we go back up to the front of the pack, we can see still that Archon currently leads it. He's got a good, I'd say, probably 6 car lengths ahead of Dial. But keep in mind, Thunder, this is Watkins Glen. Anything, and I mean anything, can happen on this track. It doesn't matter if you're the fastest.
Got 11 laps, so right here is going to be 10.
10 laps to go. That is going to be a big spot for Archon. I know how difficult it is with 10 laps to go. I was in Bristol and I led the entire field by half a field, and I made too many rookie mistakes, and that was 10 laps. It can happen to anybody on this track.
Oh yeah. I lost a lap. Lost a race at Michigan. Come to the final lap, I hit the grass, spun it.
It can happen to anyone, Thunder. I'm telling you, man.
Archon's still got a pretty healthy lead.
Healthy lead indeed, but how are the tires? That is my biggest question of all, really. He's hitting his marks, but is the tires able to maintain his driving style? He is a very strong driver. As Dylan right now trying to get past Grandpa here as he gets past the bus stop here. Dylan now getting around Grandpa. He's starting to move up in the pack. He's trying to catch up. But right in front of them is Grandma's Boy with JKR and PTMs right there as well. Battle for third right now as JKR and the PTMs going at it here.
Yeah, tough battle right there.
Remember, PTMs does need a good finish here on this track to stay ahead of Dylan. And guess what? Dylan is not too far behind her. He's closing in on her.
Yeah, it's a close points battle between them and King.
Yeah, King Joey as well. I believe he is back in the pack with Dylan right now, maybe about 2 spots back there. But right now, the battle is indeed for third and fourth. And now JKR making some moves on Dial!
Oh my goodness.
Second place now going to JKR. Where in the world did you come from, sir? What's driving right here? Wow. I did say earlier, though, don't ever count on JKR. JKR right down the wall. Dial trying to get back into his spot, trying to get down in this second place. It's anybody's races. They're going to come down into turn 6 and 7.
Last part. Doing the outright coup.
Here we go. Look right behind him as Dial tries to make his move. JKR holds him off, at least for the first turn. Now back into turn 7 down the straightaway. Can he maintain position? PTMs is right there as well. It is anybody's race here, folks.
2, 3, 4, 5 right there. That's a good battle. Oh, here goes PTMs.
Well, the PTMs now, yes, indeed, she is giving a battle as well for Dial.
Coming up the S's.
I'll just say this real quick about PTMs' car. You gotta love the fact that it says turn left on the right side of her car. I mean, I know this usually is rail on the ovals, but man, you're gonna drive that car. You best drive it on a track you don't just turn right and left on.
It's third right.
Well, humor in there, and right now that she probably just heard that, she is now trying to catch up to Dial. She is making some moves, trying to make me eat my words, and I bet you she will in just a minute.
Steve Ford's going at it.
JKR and Dial battling it out here, and now Dial making his move on turn 6.
JKR wide.
Not quite enough. Dial now trying to go inside.
Right.
Can he hold on and do it?
Oh, Lord.
They're going to go on top. We're on the top of the leaderboard right now. They're going to come into one in turn. Dial now makes his move. Oh! JKR holds him off just enough. I told you earlier, Thunder, bumping and rubbing is racing. There is no such thing as clean contact in this sport. So a good bumping and rubbing, ain't no spin out. That's racing right there, brother.
Yeah, I bet that Ford's like, y'all keep on. Second place finish.
Oh, I bet you I know someone who would just like for them to keep doing that. And his name is in the 21. That is Archon. He is absolutely left everybody. He checked out of the motel and said, "No, man, I don't need to stay another night. I'm just gonna go away now. See you guys." Oh, the King Joey has spun out. Down where its turn is at. Turn 6. That might be turn 1.
Coming up to 6 to go.
6 to go right now in a battle for third. Look at this. Dial. PTMs makes a move over Dial.
Ooh. Here comes the 43.
Grandma's Boy is right there with them. It's still anybody's battle for third place here. Who wants this more? They're both going to give it everything they got. All three of them are going to give it one heck of a run. While JKR is still trying to check out everyone.
Points. She's 5th in points. She really
5th in points.
Strong finish right here.
If she can finish strong on this track and get a strong finish, I believe she can move up in the top 3 and 4. Grandma's Boy trying to beat a spoiler. And Dylan, where in the world did Dylan come? He is a fast man. Look at this guy.
That 2's got away from him. Oh, 43 in the grass.
43 in the grass, and he's got 43 running another penalty. He did. He has another penalty. That's going to cost him big time. I thought Grandma's Boy was going to be a spoiler in this race. Wow. Tough break for Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, he's had a tough race.
Tough race, but if there's one person I think's had a really tough race, it's definitely Dylan. He just cannot seem to
Hot on
catch
that
up
forward
quick.
bumper.
He is ahead of Pottles currently, I believe. Is that right?
Well, we got a good battle back here. The 14, 42. Now the 43's joined.
That is correct, folks. Dylan is ahead of Pottles by 5 points. This could be a big spot
Yes.
for the top 4. And Pottles knows it. She has to hold him off if she can. Dylan now trying to make his move over the Pottles. Meanwhile, down low, Grandma's Boy and JD Atkins, yes. Battle in the back there. Dial now starting to check up. He's actually catched up to JK Motors now. Number 2 is not so far ahead. This is anybody's race still as we have the top 4 battling it out. And ironically enough, these top 4 are literally battling for that playoff position.
He's making a move. He's got the third line right here.
And he's going to make that line work as he passes the ball. But he goes wide! Pottles going outside, staying in there. It blocks him in!
Oh, wow.
Just when you think you see it all, folks, these guys just keep going at it one at a time. Incredible racing by both drivers.
She's gonna let it.
And Pottles goes wide as well! Oh, no. Dylan now trying to make his move. Not quite enough. Not going to be enough here. Yes, he's going to try and draft to get that speed back up. He knows he has to catch Pottles. He knows she is ahead. It's still anybody's race here, folks.
Also keeping an eye on that 12 and that 2. They're pretty even. Oh, shoot.
The 2 getting a little loose there. Now the 12 trying to get back in this.
Oh, that 12's going to catch him.
If he keeps driving the way he does, I would not see why he wouldn't. This is a great race, folks. If you're not watching this live right now and seeing a great series, you are missing out on an incredible league as this track has yielded some incredible moments so far. JKR now getting a little loose out there on turn 6. Back into turn 7. Dial goes low, holding his line. It's JKR now holding his line as well. It is still anybody's race to the end. And Archon at this point, he's pretty much just checked out and gone to, well, I think at this point he probably watched the whole Godfather trilogy and have a cup of coffee and he'd still win. But, ignoring my bad jokes, folks. Oh, we got a battle still. That's Pottles and Dylan. Pottles yet again going extremely wide out of turn 1, and Dylan keeps it tight, maintaining speed and starting to build back up on her. This is still anybody's race for that the 4th spot. Currently 2nd and 3 are battling out there as well.
45. Closing down.
This is incredible final action racing, folks. It is anybody's race till the end
Yellow
here.
flag is tragic.
A yellow flag right now. I can only think Dylan would just love to see that because then he can try to catch Archon. Dial now, JKR still battling it out. It's anybody's race. How many laps do we have right now there, Thunder?
We're 43 and 45, so I think three laps.
We've got 3 laps to go. This is anybody's race, folks. You do not want to miss any single part of this action. And Dial makes a move on JKR! And JKR holds him off! Incredible racing by both drivers. I thought Dial had the move. He didn't quite get it.
He's like,
You
nope.
can pull a quick one all you want, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it, boy.
Kid on JKR.
JKR, meanwhile, Dylan and Pottles, they are still battling it out behind them. Oh, wait a minute! The 2! He has a penalty! That means the 12 is now in 2nd place. And Dylan makes a move on Pottles. Inside now, going back. Pottles blocks him in. Keeps the line going as they come into turn 6. I thought JKR was going to be able to hold it out this whole time. And he got right into the dirt and got a penalty. It's hard to accept it, but unfortunately that's what Watkins Glen's all about. Anything can happen.
Pottles in the grass a little bit.
Pottles is in the grass. No penalty called yet.
Last lap.
Dylan and her. This is the final lap. Archon has completely checked out of this race, folks. It is all him to the finish, it looks like. But there's still a battle in 3rd and even for 2nd. If Giles makes a mistake, he knows they're behind him. As As we watch for the checker flag here, Archon going out of turn 5. He's looking for the straightaway down to turn 6 and 7. But again, the battle is still in 3rd place. Dylan trying to get ahead of PTMs. PTMs trying to hold him off just for one more lap. PTMs gets a little loose down into turn 5. Can she hold on?
Oh, here we go.
Dylan trying to make a move. Not quite enough. And Archon finishes out, and he is going to win here at Watkins Glen International. And Dylan now on PTMs. Here comes their 3rd spot. Dial is going to take 2nd, but who is going to take 3rd? Dial looking to make his move. Dylan looking to make his move. That's not going to be enough. PTMs are going to take 3rd place home at Watkins Glen International. My goodness, folks, what a race. An incredible win for Archon in the 21 car. This must mean a lot to him, knowing he is in the top spot in the point series, Thunder. I've got to believe this just boosted his confidence going into the next couple races.
You know, that makes 3 wins for Archon on the season. Dial with 4 and Atkins with 1. It's just like, you can't stop them two. It's just, they got this Cup Series figured out.
Absolutely.
What a race. That was a good race.
That was an incredible race by all drivers involved. Everybody kept it clean. There was a little bit of spin outs and crazy action here and there, but you know what? Racing is racing. It's going to happen like that.
I feel bad for that 43. He won that first stage, and he had a real strong car. He had some bad luck.
The 19, I got to believe, in all honesty, he's got to be just thinking to himself, what in the world, man, could I have done better? What could have happened? Man, it's just the 2 car, 43, 2, and 19, I think are honestly I got to believe they're the most disappointing drivers of this field.
That was a fun race to watch. I'm sure if I was in there, I'd be finishing last. Because, man, they was flying.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all for coming in tonight and enjoying our setup and our broadcast. I want to let you all know that tomorrow night, we may not do a telecast, but we will be live in Talladega for the Xfinity Series. Can me and Thunder get back in this?
Points race. Whoever wins that race gets to pick the next race. It's the wild card race.
That is very true. Ladies and gentlemen, as we go off tonight,
fastest lap at a 106.578 Archon. So, yeah,
absolutely bed fast. What a race!
What a lap! Maybe we can get the top 3 drivers.
The top 3 drivers of our races tonight. Live with us here in just a moment. We'll be right back. Whew. Dial and Archon, congratulations on great finishes tonight. We are currently waiting on the PTMs for the 3rd place finish.
I'm in here.
All right. So we'll start in 3rd place. I got to talk to you real quick, PTMs. What an incredible race there with Dylan at the end. You held him off through all those turns. It looked like you were getting a little loose out there. Tell me what was going on with you.
Well, I was getting pretty loose. I was pulling up, driving too hard, not hitting my points.
Was there anything you would have done better to finish better in that race, you think?
No. Too much
now the 19, he raced you pretty clean. Was you a little afraid? To be honest, do you think he's going to try to pull something?
I thought we were going to hit and just get moved that way like some of the other people was doing. So.
Well, good.
But no,
good
he raced pretty
clean.
Pretty clean.
Yeah, that was exciting. That was real exciting there at the end. I was like, oh man, I think Dylan's gonna ram her, but I don't know.
No, he done it really clean.
Very clean. Well, good race nonetheless to you and Dylan tonight. Thank you so much, Pauls, for coming in and tuning in with us tonight. Congratulations on the 3rd place finish.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Dial, I'm going to put you on the spotlight, man. You finished second place. You led the race for a little bit there in stage one and I believe a little stage two. You had a hard-fought battle with JKR down in stage three. What's going through your mind when you saw he penalized there?
Well, I had the speed. I just kept getting tattooed loose in bad spots and kept losing ground where I couldn't afford to.
If he had to do anything better, do you think you would have done anything better, or do you think he ran your best race tonight?
Well, I guess the best race is always winning it, but you can't complain too much about second.
Yeah, we know that you won 4 in a row there at the beginning, and man, that's crazy. I almost won 5 in a row, and just add a road course onto it, that would have been just that much more. But nonetheless, second place, you can't complain.
You just gotta keep yourself composed for the championship. Just gotta keep your eyes forward, and those 4 wins were nice, but there's more in sight now past those 4 wins.
How do you feel about going back to back? You think you can do it?
I guess we'll see.
Absolutely. Good job on the second place finish.
All right, Archon, I got to put you on the spot, man. First place tonight. First right now in the point series. You had a tough battle there, it looked like, when you were facing Dylan off in stage 3. What was going through your mind when you saw he spun out and you were able to get ahead of him?
Okay.
Bullshit.
Yeah, 106. That's crazy. Now looking at this, you've yet to win a championship in the Cup Series. How you feeling about getting it done this year? Well, you're 1 win away from tying them. It's been a Archon and Dial show so far in the Cup Series, and I look forward to it over at Auto Club. We still got Iowa to go. How you feel about Iowa next week? Yep. Yeah, especially you got to see how these points shake out. It's real close. But I know Dial, he's a homeboy Iowa man, so you better watch out for him.
He's a homeboy. Meanwhile, I'm also not racing that track.
Yeah, we got a couple Iowa boys in here.
That's all right. My home field will get them.
Well, good win, Archon. It was fun to watch y'all race. And, wish I would put some money on you or something. I always doubt you. Long times.
Archon, I gotta say tonight before we go, you're a heck of a driver, heck of a race. All the drivers out here tonight, they really pulled everything off. They pulled out all the shots, but tonight you were just a little faster. Congratulations tonight, man.